Good evening to everyone. So today I want to continue this topic. Actually, in previous class we have seen about this migration of hydrogen in 4n system and 4n plus 2 system. Here I want to explain about the migration of alkyl groups. Means so we can transfer atom or group, right? Okay. So in previous class we have seen about the how to transfer the atom, but here we want to shift the group. Okay, so in this group, so we have to take a 4n system. It is a thermally we have to take a HOMO is a Psi2, right? Okay, for Psi2 is a HOMO. And what about this? If it is approaches a suprafacial manner, so what will be happen here? It will give like this, right? Okay, so means here this is the group, right? Means before it will be like this, okay, plus this is plus and minus, right? Okay, so after shifting of this one, means this group will get the reverse direction, right? Okay, so here plus is there, okay, so what about here minus is there, and it will means it forms the bond between, but what about this will get the reversible, right? Okay, so that's why it is called as inversion configuration in this manner, right? Okay, if you say this is anterofacial, means here means if it is approaches in this anterofacial, what is the configuration? If you see here it will get this plus minus, right? Okay, so means here it will get the retains, right? Okay, so retained configuration is there. Okay, so but here what about here? This is the inversion configuration. Okay, but what about here? It will give this plus means here this group is migrated to towards this one with this plus. So then what will be happen means here inversion is taken place, means we have to shift this inversion, right? Okay, in backward, but it will attack this retention mode. So that's why this configuration is said to be the retention. This configuration is said to be the retention, like that in condition 2 photochemically. If it is just approaches this suprafacial, what will it, this is exactly opposite to this one. Okay, so if you see here supra is there, here plus is there, so thereby what will be happen? Plus means retention takes place, right? Okay, retention takes place. If you see here, this group is inverse, right? This group is inverse. Here positive is there, but here what happens? This positive will go up upside. So that's why we want to set to this configuration is set to be the inversion. But in this case, what will be happen? This group is means this is retained as it is, right? Okay, so that's why this configuration is said to be the retention configuration. Okay, retention configuration. So here also, so what will be happen here? This will give the inverse configuration. See here minus lobes are formed, right? So that's why it is called as inversion configuration. Okay, inversion configuration. Let's see the 4n plus 2 system. Okay, this is the 4n system. Just you have to keep in your mind, we have to take the terminal carbons. Here we don't want to take a total carbons. Just I want to write the terminal carbon lobes, right? Okay, so here I have taken this Psi2 orbital. So this is a HOMO one, and we have to approach the suprafacial and anterofacial. If it approaches the suprafacial, what is the configuration? This will be plus is there, minus will be a upward lobe, right? Okay, but here what is the upward lobe? Upward lobe is a +1, so that's why this is said to be the inversion configuration. Okay, so but it approaches the plus, so thereby we have to set this is said to be the retention configuration. Okay, so in this place, so what will be happen here? This is the plus, so plus means what? Retention configuration. Okay, so what about here? Plus, here minus is there, so that's why it's said to be the inversion configuration. Okay, let's see the 4n plus 2 system. Just a small modification is there. Okay, a small change. So if you see here, this is exactly opposite to the 4n plus 2 system, right? This is the thermal one and this is the photochemical one, right? Just we have to change this photochemical, right? Here we have to write the Psi4. Here, what is this? Thermal condition. What about here? This is Psi2, right? So same as it is, it will come as it is. If you learn one concept, it is exactly opposite to that another one, right? If you see here, this is the 4n system. This is about the 4n plus 2 system is also same, but so this configuration will come for this photochemical and the thermal is for this one, right? For 4n system, what are the selection rules? This is the thermal one and this is the photochemical one. That's so is the only the difference, right? Okay, so remaining is the same for this one. Okay, so this is about the migration of alkyl group in 4n systems and 4n plus 2 systems. Let's see the conclusion. Okay, these are the selection rules, right? Supra alpha. So if it is a thermal one, so what is the 4n system? For 4n system, it is about inversion, and for HNO, it is about retention, right? If it approaches antifacial, thermally retention and photochemically inversion configuration. Okay, and what about here 4n plus 2 system? It is about retention and for photochemical condition inversion, right? This is about inversion and this is about retention, right? Okay, so if you learn the for one, so you can learn the another concept because it is exactly opposite to that system, right? Okay, so learn this concept, so it will be very easy, right? Okay, so let's see the Cope rearrangement. Okay, let's see the Cope rearrangement. Actually, it is a 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. What it is? 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Okay. So it is mainly found in 1,5 hexadiene. Right? 1,5 hexadiene. If you see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is a bond between 1 to 2 and 5 and 6. Right? Okay. So that's why it is called as 1,5 hexadiene. So we can write like this. Okay. So next what we have to give the numbering 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. Right? So what will be happen here? We have to shift this one. So this bond will be shifted here. This bond will be shifted here. So and there is a 6-member transition state will be appeared and will give this new product. Right? Okay. So means this is exactly opposite to this one. Okay. Right? Means here it is exactly looks like a mirror image. Okay, mirror image. If you see here, this one is a, so here 1, 3, there is a new bond between these 3 and 3. So that's why it is called as 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Right? So that's why it is called as 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement is called as Cope rearrangement. Right? Cope rearrangement. Here what will be here? Cope rearrangement exists in 1,5 diene, right? 1,5 diene. And what about this? This is a 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. And this is 4n plus 2 system, right? Okay, this is a 4n plus 2 system. And what about here? 6-member thermally allowed one and 6-member transition state will be formed, right? If you see here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Okay, 6-member transition state will be is there. So this is the Cope rearrangement, right? Let's see the what is the stereochemistry of this Cope rearrangement. Okay. Stereochemistry. just we have to write CH, double bond CH2. CH3 is there. You have to write CH2 and here CH3. What it is? This is nothing but cis one, right? Okay. This is cis configuration because these two are is in same planes, right? Okay. So if you see here, these two are with same plane, so that's why it is called as cis configuration, right? Okay. So if it undergoes cycloaddition reaction, right? So we can write it as like this. Okay. Means here this is there, and so this is called as 1, 2 AE cis 1. Okay. So next, if you see here, it is there. So in this manner, right? Means what is this one, right? Okay. So here it will give this. Just carefully observe. Okay. Means here CH3 is there. CH3 is there. CH3 are at the same plane. Means these two are present at the downwards, right? Okay. If it is present like this is said to be, these two are opposite. Opposite means trans, right? Okay. But here, what is this one? It will come here, right? CH3 means what? This is again cis configuration, right? It is again cis configuration. Okay. So let's see another one. Just I want to write here. Okay. So this is the trans one. Okay. So here double bonds are there. Next we have to write this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So what will be, what you will get here? We have to shift the bond pairs. So it will shift here, right? There is no bond between 1 and 1. Okay. So next, here double bond is there, and here CH3 is there. CH3 is there. It means trans. Trans will give the trans, right? This is a trans one because these two methyl groups are opposite to each other. So that's why it is called as trans configuration. So after 3, 3 sigma-tropic reaction, it will give the trans configuration. Okay. So stereochemistry is retained here. So this is about the scope rearrangement. Here aza scope rearrangement is there. Just aza means there is a nitrogen, right? Okay. In this one, only the difference is nitrogen will be present. That's only the difference, right? Okay. So I want to write aza scope rearrangement. Instead of carbon, there is a nitrogen, then it is called as aza-cope rearrangement. Okay, aza-cope rearrangement. Just carefully observe what is this one. Just here, double bond is there. I want to write this NH, right? Means here only the difference is there is a nitrogen instead of carbon, right? There is a nitrogen. This is nitrogen. Nitrogen instead of carbon. Actually, it will be like this. So instead of carbon, we have to substitute this NH. Okay. So next remaining is the same one. We have to give the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So we will give same. This undergoes the so 3, 3 sigma-tropic rearrangement, and just don't write this, don't mention this. NH is there. Next transition state is developed in this one. Okay. So next it will give the NH is there, right? Just we are shifting bonds, right? So if you shift this one, we have to shift like this. Okay. So next what will be happen here? Double bonds are present between this nitrogen to carbon and this carbon to carbon, right? So next one, this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3 sigma tropic rearrangement again. If you use oxygen instead of this, then it is called as oxy-cope rearrangement. That's only the difference, right? Okay. If you replace nitrogen, then it is called as aza-cope rearrangement. Okay. So this is the aza, means nitrogen is there, so that's why we call it as aza-cope rearrangement. If you replace this one with oxygen, oxy-cope rearrangement. Only the difference is oxygen. Remaining will be the same. Okay. Simply, this is oxy-cope rearrangement. Okay. So let's see the Claisen rearrangement. Claisen rearrangement is used for the only for aromatic compounds. Okay. Claisen rearrangement. Claisen rearrangement only for aromatic compounds. Only for aromatic compounds. Okay. Only for aromatic compounds. Okay. Let's see what is that. Okay. Okay. So this is this one. Okay. So next we have to give the numbering is the important. Okay. One here we have to give the numbering is this is also 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. This is also 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Okay. So this is this one. We have to give the numbering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 means there is a new bond formed between this carbon and this carbon. There is means we have to break the bond between 1 to 1, right? Okay. So this is about this one. That is the only difference, because here we have to take the aromatic compound and we have to give the numbering. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. So do you know very well about what is the 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement? It means here a new bond formed between 3 and 3. So then it is called as sigmatropic, right? So this is occurred in aromatic compounds. So that's why it is called as Claisen rearrangement. Claisen rearrangement. This is 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. OH is there, CH2, CH2. Okay. So and here double bond CH2. So this is the one. Okay. Next, let's see the mechanism. Just listen carefully, right? O is there, here CH2, CH, double bond CH. Okay. Next, what we have to do? We have to shift the bonds. Okay. So next, we have to shift the bond here. This bond will be shifted here, right? Here we have to write 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So this double bond will get attached this CH2. Then what will be happen here? This is a 3,3 sigmatropic rearrangement. Okay. So next, if you see here, so here there is no double bond. Please keep in your mind, right? There is a next here double bond O is there. Here one hydrogen is present. Don't remember that because this is important one. Okay. Next, we have to shift this CH2. Okay. So there is no double bond between this second and third carbon. So this is shifted towards this 1 and 2. Means here this third carbon is attached to this third carbon as a CH2, and here CH is there, and here what about this one? CH2. Okay, C double bond CH2. Next, what this is a keto form. Okay, this is not the stable form, and this is again converted into, just I don't have a space here, that's why I want to write. Just if you shift this one, what will be happen? This hydrogen will donate the bond pair of electrons, and this will become O minus now. So this hydrogen is leaving as H plus and attack this O minus, and it becomes a OH. Okay, so means here, means double bond is retained here. This one here OH is there. Here CH2 CH double bond CH. Okay, this is enol form. This is keto form, and this is enol form. Okay, this is enol form, means phenolic form, right? This is keto form because double bond is there, and we have to shift this one. Okay, this is right. Okay, next this is ortho position. If it is occupied by ortho position, next it will take the another position. Okay, so means if it is occupied by R groups, both R groups, then it will attack the para position. Okay, it will attack the para position. Let's see how it will be happen. Okay, so okay, it will be happen here. R is there. Next, here there is no hydrogen to shift. Okay, so that's why what will be happen now here, this is R1 and this is R. Okay, next we have to write this one keto form. Okay, this will here again 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement is there. Okay, so here 1 2 3. Okay, 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. Okay, 2 3,3 means sigma tropic rearrangements takes place here. Don't get confused. First we have to, if it is occupied by 2, so then first it will attack this other position, right? Next what will be happen? Again one more 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement takes place. Then we have to, means here there is a bond formed between this 3 and 3. Okay, and we have to shift the bond here. Okay, so then we will get this one keto form. Means first we cannot get this directly. Another 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement, and observe carefully. Okay, so here 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement. Okay, next we have to write it as double bond O, or 1, or here hydrogen is there, here there. Next this one. Okay, next this is the least stable because keto form is there, no? OH R R1 here what will be here? CH2 CH double bond CH2 is there. Okay, so like this, if it is not having any hydrogen, again one more 3,3 sigma tropic rearrangement is taking place, and it will give this one. Okay, next means here we have to shift the bond pairs, right? So if it is shifted, we have to shift this one. So what will be happen here? This will attack here now. So we have to shift the bond pair, and this will be shifted here. And what will be happen here? This double bond will get attack this one and form this one. Okay, so remaining this is the Claisen rearrangement. Claisen rearrangement, only occurs in aromatic compounds. Okay, in next class I'll explain about the correlation diagrams. Okay, thanks for watching.